When I was at that institution, and as I said before, we pioneered a program called the Judicial Performance Project Program. And there was a lot going on. And we moved in at a time when the new constitution had actually come into place. And therefore, we are pioneering reforms in the judiciary. Some of the things we were dealing with were issues of computerization of the entire judiciary. The other things we were doing or dealing with in that project was the issue of construction of courts across the country. And we had a target, said we want to have about 47 courts in each county. For now, they have them in each county. That was the project. In the process, and this project had a lot of financial scrutiny. In the process of implementing that project, there was a lot of miscommunication. There was a lot of discommunication, disinformation. People didn't understand what was going on. So when there were issues or investigations touching on one of the courts that had not been constructed, the investigating agencies heard about it and moved into the institution. Fortunately, there was pure miscommunication because that particular court had been constructed in a different site. So when that happened, of course, challenges like that arise, and we learn lessons from that. The correct information was given to them, and eventually that claim was dropped. And I have given the ruling and supplied the ruling, which clearly says that. So that is what happened. So in terms of loss of money, there was no loss of money, and it's in the public domain. In terms of whether that court was constructed, yes, it was constructed, and they know where it is. So that is what happens. But I must say, in public service, you serve, and while you are serving, you don't understand what will hit you. The only thing that can save you in public service is doing the right thing. Sticking with the law, staying with the law. Rumor can come up in public service to completely finish your career. But in the eventuality, in the long run, you know, rumor twists and turns, but truth stays straight and narrow. In the eventuality, I was vindicated because the court is there.
So it wasn't about a palatial home for the Chief Justice. It was about a court.
There was that issue of the court that I've explained. There was also the issue that arose about the house. And eventually, the only claim at the time about that, and it's good that I talk about it, the only claim at that time that that house had been purchased without a cabinet memo. You know, for purchase of a house at the time, you needed a cabinet memo from the president. We had just come into that institution with the exit of President Mwai Kibaki. This was the new administration. Government documents, when there's change of government, takes forever to get them. When that memo eventually was established and found where it was, it spoke the truth. What the management was doing was only implementing what the cabinet memo by the former president had said. But because there was change of government, there was no memo to be traced. We had a challenge with that. But eventually, that was also withdrawn.
Thank you, Chair.
So, Bwana Kakai, were you dismissed from the judiciary or you left at will?
When you are serving public service and such kind of allegations come in, definitely you'll be told to go. Thank you. Until you are cleared.
So as an advocate, after clearance, did you seek redress?
At that time, I decided to forgive, because some of those things were done by people I didn't understand. But because I'm a Christian, I forgave. And I moved on and started doing other things, including these election issues. So I forgave them.
So in the records in Kenya, is that you have been dismissed for gross misconduct, for violating public procurement law in Kenya?
No, that will not be the law. That will not be the thinking, that will not be the understanding. I was not dismissed on those grounds.
What were the grounds?
You know, when that happened, they said that everybody must go, and processes must take place, and procurement and the EACC must come in and do the investigations and so forth and so on. So then, ideally, everybody was then let to go. And that's what happened, and I
checking your documents, there are some rulings that